Well, shit, Jordan. I can't believe you broke my car, dude.
I wasn't fucking driving it.
Welcome to the mess. Yeah. So, since we broke the Corvette the other day, it's been outside. The Challenger's been outside, unfortunately. Of course, it snowed on the cars, which I guess big deal, right? Huh? But after working on a buddy's truck this weekend and working on my wife's grandfather's car, which turned out to be a major pain in the ass, this is the mess that I created. And now I have to unfortunately clean up. So let's get this crap cleaned up, and we'll get the cars back in the garage, and we'll dive into that Corvette and see what the heck we broke. It is definitely transmission fluid, though. So I guess it either popped a line or maybe one of the cooler fittings or the cooler blew. I don't know yet. So let's dive into it. Let this bad boy warm up. I don't ever like to start a car when it's cold outside and shut it off. It's not good for it. But I'm gonna go ahead and wipe all these little bird crabs off of there. So let's go ahead and wipe it down real quick. detailed. Yuck. It's nasty. Man, the birds had a heyday. That's why I hate leaving this thing outside. Alright, I think that pretty much covers all the acid poop. Let's see any on the front. Woo, she looked good, but she need a bath. Still need to fix that from where I backed into a dang wooden table. Oh, there's some. I think we're good. Alright, let's let this thing warm up and we'll get the bed in. Well, that didn't go as planned, so we're going to bring the Denali to the rescue. See if I can get it through here without danging her up. Ooh. Oh, scratch that sun-faded roof. Alright, let's see. This ought to do it.
To the right a little now. All right, cut her left. brake. Hit the brake. Well, we got that far. Now I got to maneuver.
You're going on YouTube, Bill. Well, we got it that close. Now I got to move this big bitch.
My Corvettes are supposed to be light.
Shit, they're one of the heaviest cars out there.
3,200 pounds never felt so damn heavy.
Well, that's why I just told Jordan all these old cars, they're made of metal.
Not that car.
Dude,
all
that's a lot
fiberglass.
of fiberglass.
All fiberglass.
Mine's all aluminum, though.
Yeah.
Good God, did Hank
Dude,
really?
I gotta get myself a hernia.
Did Hank really have to shit that much?
Dude, it's ridiculous. Like, you won't shit in the yard no more.
That looks like a 3 weeks worth of poop right there.
Dude, every day.
What'd you do? Get it too tight?
Yeah, pulled it tight. Alright. Let's move this big bastard.
What are you gonna do?
Rehook.
Yeah, the Kathy's cousin is the one who filmed us Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, it looked good.
yeah, it was a perfect video.
What about stealing it and putting it on the YouTube?
You steal it. That's a perfect video. I thought Kathy did it, but then I seen Kathy share her cousin who was running for judge down there, but she got beat.
Alright, Jordy man.
Which way you want him to turn it? Left?
Yeah, you don't need to turn it left more.
Left. A whole lot more going.
Pick up that phone and film us. Pick up the whole tripod.
When we put it on the vet?
Get the film both things. Alright, Jordy, you ready? Yeah. Make sure nothing's going to hit the bumper on the bed.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Alright, let's get it.
Cost over $100.
See if my tire loading dragging or tire dragging skills will pay off.
Really? Your mom didn't have AAA?
No, they paid for it.
Oh.
Now I'm still waiting on it. But actually, you just reminded me I need to turn that seat in. I never did. Alright, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's rock it a little bit.
1, 2.
Yeah. Oh, keep going, keep going. Oh, damn it. Alright, let's get up that little hump. I might have to lay on the floor again.
You might have to rock it a little bit.
Alright, y'all ready? Alright, stop right there. Somebody turn that wheel to the right.
To the right?
Yep.
How far to the right?
All the way to the right. Whew. I need to get a bigger four-wheeler just for this shit. KO.
And that's on video.
I don't know, I probably missed it. I'm pissed. Oh. Oh, but the video didn't get that. That sucks. I'm up there.
We're going to have a bigger full load, hopefully soon.
Who, me?
Me.
Oh, you? Yeah, I'll see your full.
Yeah, no problem.
Hang on.
Yeah. This is mirror for the head.
That's going to be a bitch.
Can the Challenger go up any further? What about back in the Challenger out?
This will probably work for now. Let's get it straight in. Alright, right there. Alright, watch out, Jordan, man.
Sure, you can slide it over here.
Oh, I got it here. It's rolling easy now, we're on concrete. Alright, right there. Straighten her out if you don't mind. Jordan, go make sure that camera don't get hit. Keep filming. Alright. Back and straight back.
That's good.
You good there?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Alright, so we got the Corvette back in the garage. As you could tell, that was an absolute fiasco. This is a few days later because the weather and everything's been crappy. It's still crappy, but we're going to go ahead and get in this thing and take a look and see what we broke. This thing is not light on its feet like you would think. This boat right here rows way easier. I can row this in and out of the garage all by myself, but for some reason when it comes to this Vette, I cannot. It just doesn't want to go, even with 3 guys pulling on it. So, the whole thing that broke is we know it's a trans line. Obviously, we blew a transmission line because we got into it. We made a nice pull, and then we're emerging on the highway. I look in the rearview mirror, and there was smoke everywhere. So, after we got it off the road, popped the hood, make sure the damn thing wasn't on fire, we had a big puddle of transmission fluid under the car, you know, coming out. Plus, it was all over the tail of the car. So, we know that we blew a transmission line, which we've already done that once. So, this time, we're going to see what line popped off or blew off now. Just by doing a quick look at it, I don't think it has anything to do with the trans cooler that I put on it. And we got rid of the factory crimp fittings in the front of the car when we did the trans cooler. So, now we're just going to get this thing jacked up and see what exactly is going on with it. So upon further inspection, I've been all over this car and traced every single transmission line. As far as the trans cooler that I put on, as you can tell here, there's one of the line fittings. And up top there is one of the others. We did away with the trans lines going into the radiator entirely, so we don't have to worry about that. So we got fluid all over the front of the car here, and then halfway down the back of the car. I traced the trans lines going all the way down the back of the car, checked all the fittings, everything seems tight. The only thing that I can come up with, and might I add, everything from the cooler, everywhere around the cooler is completely dry. It's right here in this area and that's where I tap the cooler lines into the factory lines for the transmission, and they are still completely tight, but there's a bunch of fluid around them. So the only theory that I can come up with on this is that maybe at wide open throttle, too much line pressure was blowing it out of it somehow, even though it didn't blow the lines off. But that's really the only thing that I can come up with right now. So I think we'll end up just putting fluid back in the transmission, topping it off, getting the car started, visually inspect for leaks, and if just normal driving, you know, nothing happens, I think probably what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just take these lines off, flare them, and then maybe put AN line fittings on them, which is probably what I need to do anyway. So we'll probably just go ahead and do AN fittings on this there, and we'll do that in part 2 of this video. So I guess we didn't really find out what we broke, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it has to do something with these connectors here. Let me get a light and put on that. Unless anybody else has any other suggestions, feel free to chime in the comments. But those 2 lines here, you can tell they got the fuel injector clamps on them. But those are tied right into the factory metal transmission lines, as you can tell. And I wiped them off a little bit here, but that's the only thing that really had fluid on it. So even, like I said, even though they're still tight, that's the only possible thing that I can come up with. And in the beginning of the video, if you looked at it by the tow truck, all the fluid was coming out right here at the front wheel. So everything else, every fitting around it is dry. There's no fluid on the cooler at all. That's the only thing that I think it could be. And I think at wide open throttle, maybe just, like I said, the line pressure maybe push fluid out of it. I don't know, but that's the only thing I can come up with. So part 2, we'll put some trans fluid in this. We'll get it fired up. We'll visually inspect for leaks, and we'll go for there. So thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Hey, and P.S. Always keep one of these dudes in your car, because you never know when you might need it. Because when that transmission line blew, I thought 100% sure that the fuel line popped off up here, and I thought we was on fire. So always keep a good fire extinguisher in your car. Always check the date on it. Always check the pressure gauge. Make sure it's in the correct line. Make sure it's good. Also, if you guys are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you do. We're working on getting better editing and all that. You know, we're not computer guys, but we'll get there eventually. So if y'all like Corvette, Challenger, content, trucks, we got a little bit of everything, as you can tell. But yep, hit that like button. Thanks.